Alrighty, so let's get to the good stuff. I am now using this concealer and spreading it all over the eyelid. I don't know if you can tell, but I'm trying to get as close to her eyebrows as well to give it a more defined look. Now I am going to take my two thumbs to very slightly press onto her eyelid to smooth it out. And now I'm going to take my Too Faced eyeshadow palette and use this cool brown on the outer of her eyelid. And I am not going over, I'm not going all around the eye. I am just keeping this on her outer eyelid. And me holding up her eyebrow like so, just lifting it up a tad bit, kind of helps you guide that outer eyelid blending technique. It helps me, so hopefully it helps you. And like I said, do not bring it any more in. Just keep it right here and just keep blending it on the outer of the eyelid like so. And boom, done. Just kidding. Now we are going in with this gold, and very lightly, not too hard, just put in the middle of the eyelid where eyeshadow has not yet been added. And I'm only going to put this twice. I'm going to add 2 layers of this gold eyelid. It's already very intensified, so I don't want to do much more. Now I'm going to take that purple that you just saw and fill in the little spot that I have not yet filled in, and I'm going to add this very lightly onto the end of her eye duct. No, sorry. Yeah, eye duct. Now I'm going to add this very lightly, and this is sort of like drawing in the lines. Like you saw, I started in the outer of her eyelid, and then I added in the middle the gold eyeshadow, and then what was left was just inside her eye duct, and in the inner of her eye duct. And now I'm adding this purple right there. I'm not spreading it out too much. Now I'm going to take my Modern Renaissance palette and add this really dark brown. Not really dark, but it's a lot more dark than what I added on the outside. And now I'm just going to spread this a tiny little bit on the outside. I'm going to, add this a little bit on the outside, like so. I'm just putting in a little bit on top, a little bit on the bottom. And I know it looks a little messy, but don't you worry. Now you're going to take your blending brush and just literally make small circles. Do not be scared to really get in there, blend. Sometimes the least perfect you're trying to be, the better the eyeshadow comes out to be. It sometimes looks so much better when you're effortlessly doing it, and it'll come out very natural, a very natural eye look. So that's exactly what I'm doing. I'm just blending small circles to blend out that dark brown so it can mix in nicely with all the colors. And I'm slightly bringing it in towards her ear duct. Her eye duct. There we go. Now I'm going to add that beige color to top off that purplish color that I put near her eye duct, to kind of bring it down a little, just because I want everything to mix in very nicely. Okay, so the same color that I just used onto her tear duct, that beige color from the same palette, I'm going to use on her brow bone like so, and I'm going to lightly just press my brush onto her brow bone, and no more than 2 layers. I don't want it extremely beigey. I just want it to look very natural. And now I'm going in with my blending brush, and I didn't add any color onto this blending brush. I just want to blend and make it look very natural. And now I'm going to use this makeup remover wipe and wrapping it around my fingers. Around my finger. I'm going to just slightly take off any excess and give it the perfect eyeshadow definition by just running my finger right downwards to make that perfect straight line. And she's like so amazed at this little trick, because usually people add tape, but this is my go-to trick because I don't like to use tape, like so. But as you can tell, I didn't really do a straight line, but no worries, you can just try again. Alrighty, now the part that everyone finds super tricky, which is eyeliner. I'm using my NYC eyeliner. This is my usual technique. A small line upwards, and then another one meeting that line that you just did very lightly, and now fill in that little spot that you left. And like I said, have a very light hand, don't press onto it too hard. And now you are just going to stick by your upper lash line to give it a very non-dramatic kind of eyeliner look. You just want to do something very simple. So I find this very perfect for people who are just starting out when doing their eyeliner. Alrighty, so now the other eye, the same thing, small line there, and then another line meeting that line that you just did and filling in that middle. And the same thing once again, sticking to the upper lash line as close as possible, and have a very light hand when doing this. You don't want to press. Now for the eyelashes, I'm using the brand Kiss and Shy, and I love these eyelashes because they're very delicate and you won't even feel they're there at all. And now for the face, I'm using this from SMASHBOX. It's called Primerizer. It's both a moisturizer and a primer all at once, and try to just lightly put it on, not like me where I just smacked it right on. Now this liquid glow I'm going to only use to prime her cheekbones to get that extra slim face, like so, and just spread it very lightly and don't bring it down or anywhere else other than there. Next, I'm going to use the brand Too Faced from Born This Way foundation, and I'm using my foundation brush to just spread that foundation. I'm not trying to perfect it, I'm just trying to spread it all out. And now I'm going to use my EcoTool blending sponge, and I'm going to spray my MAC Pep and Prime spray. And this is so huge for me because I feel like this spray really helps that foundation spread all over very nicely and gives that extra hydrating look to that foundation. A lot of people always ask me and tell me how the foundation gets very dry and looks very cakey, and this literally, especially for the summer, helps your face have that extra hydration, that extra moisture that the sun usually, I feel like, absorbs. And now the good stuff. Concealer. I'm going to use this Tarte concealer, the Shape Tape, and I'm doing those little triangles and spreading it out like so, very lightly, not too much. And I'm moving on to the contouring part. I'm using my Chubby stick from Clinique 01 and very lightly using my brush to tap onto it. I'm not trying to bring it down, I'm just trying to tap. And with the same brush that I was putting on my foundation, I'm spreading out that concealer like so in all the parts where I put the concealer. And with the same sponge before that I used for my foundation as well, I am blending out that concealer like so, very lightly. I'm just tapping onto it. I'm not trying to spread it all around, I'm just trying to tap and blend very nicely where I concealed those parts. Alrighty, and I hope I'm explaining this as much as I can. It's all about blending very lightly. It doesn't have to be perfect, you just have to feel comfortable with it. And now to set that contouring, I'm using my MAC mineralizing powder with a brush that's very light on your face, like so. I'm just using it in her cheekbones. Now to bake her face, I'm using this L'Oreal PHOTOFINISH setting powder, and I'm using this little thing that comes with it, and I'm just going to add it onto the spots where I put her concealer, just to set that very nicely. And this really just gives you that kind of porcelain look, and it sets that concealer very nicely, and obviously it's not going to be sticky after. And now a very light brush to wipe away that setting powder that we just put onto there. And with the brush before that, I had the Mineralize Pink MAC powder. You're just going to try and blend. And now for highlighting, I'm using my BECCA highlighter in Opal, and I'm going to just very lightly put on this highlighter because her cheekbones are already very beautiful, so I'm not putting too much. And now this Too Faced blush, I'm putting it very lightly, and look how stunning it looks. It doesn't look like we tried too much. And the best part, obviously, we are adding our setting spray from Too Faced. Sorry, no, I meant Tarte. Tarte setting spray. And for lipstick, we are using our Huda Beauty in Trendsetter. And we are adding this very beautifully and very lightly, and I'm going in with the lip liner, like so. Now to wipe away any imperfections, you can just use your blending sponge, just like so. And lastly, we are going to use gloss. I know, gloss is back and better than ever. And I am only using this very lightly onto her lip to give it that extra pop for the summer. And I don't want to add no more than one layer, just like so. And we are done. That is the final look. I hope you guys liked it. Please let me know anything else you guys want to watch or any other videos you guys would like to see. Okay, bye guys.